Hello, friends. Astrologer Mohnish here, and thank you for watching my videos on Vedic astrology and financial astrology. Well, I have been receiving so much of emails and queries about what does this Shrapit Dosha does in your birth chart. And as we know, the Saturn is starting retrograde from July 13th, which is today. You will see that if you have a Shrapit Dosha in your chart, you will be more prone towards challenges, hurdles, problems, loss of opportunities, and even loss of health. In this video, I'll cover if you have Shrapit dosha in your birth chart, in particular houses, there are 12 houses, how it will impact you. Okay, so just watch the video till the end. And if you're new to our channel, please subscribe it, like it, and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss out any of this information what I share regularly with my clients and my followers all over the world. So I have prepared a document for how the Shrapi dosha works and in which house it would be in your birth chart and what impact it will give to you, especially during the Saturn retrograde. And when the Shrapi dosha happens in the transits. Shrapi dosha happens when Saturn meets Rahu or Saturn meets Ketu, or it is in the transit, or in your birth chart, if you see the same situation that any of your houses out of 12 houses, Saturn is sitting with Rahu or Saturn is sitting with Ketu. I will give you a demo here so that you know how to see, where to see. And before I start, if you want to see my past predictions about Saturn retrograde, how it will impact the world. Okay, Saturn retrograde global events. Okay, Middle East on tension, World War III, and I predicted many more Saturn retrograde and the global crisis, which started through the solar eclipse of March 29 in the year 2025, because the solar eclipse brought the Shrapit dosha, and you can watch those videos. So all the videos are here. You can see my predictions about the stock market also, and the predictions about, here it is, the solar eclipse March 29, the Shrapit dosha. Just go to my channel, click on the videos, and then you can watch all these videos. I will put the link in the description below too. Now, for our financial astrology, if you go to our VIP indicator and click on this past stock prediction results, which we have just added, you can see our predictions for Apple, last 4 weeks predictions. We are adding it to 6 or 7 weeks now. But you here you see the accuracy level. How accurate with our predictions, what we have made in the past is right in here. For Apple, we have added many stocks in here for Dow Jones Index, for gold, for Google, for Meta, for Nvidia, for Planter, and for QQQ and SPY. So the major indexes are always covered in our predictions. If you see that, if you're new to our channel and you be a member, you can see the top US stocks and the range we predict every week. For gold, this is the range. For Dow Jones, this is the range, lower and upper. SPY is the range, QQQ. All these index are being predicted. And this is the last prediction made yesterday for next 5 days. This is the 5 days prediction. And then we have also added the top stocks, which has a highly liquid stocks. And these stocks are always going to give you the maximum returns in 2025 based on their birth charts. And the range is given here. For Meta, we have given the range, MDT, MU, Microsoft, Nvidia, and you will see planted that we will add these to our prediction results also, these all stocks, so that you know that we are not a fluke. We are really putting the probability in your favor by the accuracy of above 95%. And you can see our accuracy level is so high. We are giving you this is a predicted range, and this is the actual results, and this is the accuracy level. Now, how do you use this system? I've spoken about it in my previous video multiple times. But if you know three strategies in option trading, one is iron condor, one is iron condor, okay, iron condor. Second is straddle, and third is triangle. Google it. If you don't know this, must learn it. If you learn these three option strategies and you know the range, what we are predicting for next 5 days, I guarantee you this is your level of chances of winning that trades in your profits. Remember, my dear friends, trading is art and science. If you go to a casino, you know how casino makes money? Casino's probability of winning is only 3 or 4% more than yours. So if any game you spin a toss, or sorry, toss a coin, there's a 50% chance of head and 50% chance of tails. Most of the traders are like this. Intuition, flipping a coin, bull versus bearish. And that's all probability given by God, 50-50. Casino makes that probability 53% in their favor and 47% in your favor. And during the longer term of play, casino wins because the 53%, 52%, or 54% probability is with the casino. Now, same is with the market, same is with the stock market. If my predictions can give you a probability of 90% or 95%, or let's say even 80%, okay, let's be real modest here. Even though I know the predictions what we are making, you can see our results. We are above 90% accurate. But again, we are not claiming to be God. We can be wrong also. But if we give this probability in your favor above 90 or above 80%, you will always win. Just like the casino wins by only 2% probability or 3% probability in their favor. Understand the concept of probability. If you don't understand probability, you cannot bring probability in your favor by using the old framework, old tools, then you are just a gambler. Rather spin a coin, head, bull, tail, bull, bearish. This is what you're doing maybe by putting your stop losses, and this is why you lose money. Again, our indicators, they help you hugely. Again, the same probability curve is our indicator telling you when to go bull, when to go bearish. This is 1 hour chart of Plantair. And there have been so many opportunities in 1 hour you can extract. You see this opportunity, you see this opportunity, you see this opportunity, you see this opportunity. There could be false negatives also, once or twice. I'm not saying that everything is 100%. But your probability with these indicators, which are based on artificial intelligence, horizontal classification, and our predictive astrology, these two indicators add the probability in your favor much more than the casino has the probability to win against the bets that you play. So if you don't understand this concept, you can never be a trader. Iron condor, straddle, strangle, option strategies are meant to make trades in your favor. Every hedge fund manager, every top hedging hedge fund companies, banking institutes, trader institutes, everybody use options to make money. Scalping is just a part of their game to hedge the portfolio, or you can do hedging or you can do scalping when you know there's a lot of volatility in the market. But the real juice and the real money is by taking the premium and keeping the premium with you when the option trades happens. So again, if you want to learn those strategies, you can reach out to us or Google iron condor, straddle, strangle, and you will see how much you can earn. Now, going back to the topic about Saturn retrograde and also the Shrapit Dosha. So I'm going to share the whole document with you so that you understand what is Shrapit Dosha and how to see that in your chart. So you can use any free software, but here you see Jagannath Hora, which is also a free software. You make your chart, you go and edit, put your birth details here. Today, September, this is the chart of September 13th. And why I'm showing this chart? Because I'm showing you where the Shrapit Dosha will happen. So you go there, put your date of birth, your time of birth, and the city of your birth, everything here. And then if you see this combination, okay, if you see in the birth chart, the Lagna chart, I'm going to fast forward it to just show Shrapit Dosha. This is the Lagna chart, okay, and this is the Kaspal chart. And how you get this Kaspal chart is by right-clicking in here and then go to Bhavachalit and say based on D1. So this chart will be presented here. And then what you also do is you go in here and go to the reference point and make sure it's Lagna selected here. Then you get the real chart, the Bhavachalit, the Placidus house system chart. And the setting should be you go to houses. I'm helping you set the chart for you. Select the Placidus house system and select the ascendant from the start of the house. So this gives you the real Bhavachalit, the chakra chart, which is the most important chart in Vedic astrology. And if you see in this chart, or even in this chart, which is your natal chart, the Rahu and Saturn sitting together in one house, or Ketu and Saturn sitting together in one house. These are the 12 houses. House number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can mark it if you don't know how to count these houses. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you see the Shrapit Dosha is happening in the second house. It can happen in either of your charts. It can happen either in this chart, the natal chart, okay, or in this chart. And you can also see when you make your chart, go to Sarvadobhadra Chakra, you see Saturn and Rahu could be sitting in one of the nakshatras. This is also Shrapit Dosha, which is starting in October 3 again in this year. And the babies will born October 3 onwards. For that particular 3 months' time, they will have Shrapit doshas in their chart. So this is the dosha what you must see in your chart. If it is there, then what does it mean? I made this document. Again, I'll publish it to my platinum members. You can see it on my website. So this combination creates a deep karmic challenge. Individuals often experience prolonged hurdles, reoccurring setbacks, anxiety, unexplained delays, especially in career, personal relationships. Rahu magnifies the restrictive energy of Saturn, making success hard earned and often delayed. So, what does Rahu does it here? Rahu is a shadow planet. When a shadow planet joins Saturn, it eclipses the Saturn. It is a called eclipse of Saturn. So, Saturn, the planet of karma, is paralyzed. Okay, Rahu creates more, amplify that effect, which will start giving you problem and challenges in your life. I have seen thousands and thousands of charts, and I'm giving you my verdict. If you have Shrapit Dosha in your chart, you will always have a miseries. Now, which house it is activating, the miseries will come there. The unexpected sudden changes will come there. In the matters of health, Shrapit dosha creates tumor in your body. I have seen thousands and thousands of charts over the course of my professional astrology practice. When people have tumors, people have Parkinson's, people have the diseases which are incurable, it's all because of Shrapit dosha. Now, every house in your birth chart also denotes the body part, like head. The first house is your head. If somebody has a Shrapit dosha in the head, they could have Parkinson. They could have a problem with neurological issues. Their whole health can be confined, scars, cuts, wounds. Second house Shrapit dosha, second is house of your thyroid, your spine, your shoulders. Problem can be here. Eighth house Shrapit dosha can cause problem in your kidneys, in your prostate glands. Seventh house Shrapit dosha can cause lots and lots of problem in your knees, joints, kidneys, and cancer and tumors. Fourth house can do cancers, tumors in your colon, in your stomach. So do not live with Shrapit dosha ever. If you have a Shrapit dosha in your chart or any of your family members' chart, you must fix it. Otherwise, you're sitting on a time bomb. Untimely death also happens with the Shrapit dosha sitting in the eighth house. Eighth is house of death. So very quickly, I'm gonna go with this document. When Saturn Rahu sits together, we already read it. When Saturn Ketu sitting together, this conjunction begins intense spiritual lessons, detachment, sudden disruptions, instability. Individuals might face unexpected obstacles in their financial stability, career progression, or relationship. This alignment demands patience, spiritual growth, and inner strength. The Shrapit dosha is your karmic problem. It is coming from the previous life. Through your karmas or through karmas of your parents, somebody has done something so big that the whole karmic debt is attached to you. If you don't leave this debt, if you don't clear this debt, then the whole body, the whole mind, the whole spirituality suffers. And that's called the confinement. And believe me, you see your chart, if you have Shrapit dosha, you will agree with me. Now, what is the impact of Shrapit dosha in different houses? Very quickly, again, I'm just going to be very brief here. But in professional astrology, if you consult an astrologer, professional astrologer, or me, looking at your chart, we can tell you how deep the Shrapit dosha is. If there's any aspect of Jupiter landing on Shrapit dosha, the things can change. If the aspect of Mars or any other worse planet is been adding on the Shrapit dosha, things can go even worse. So very quickly, if you have Shrapit dosha in your first house, it is a confinement on your self-confidence, identity issues, health trouble, and again, it can cause neurological issues also, challenges. First is house of your body. Your whole body can suffer. There could be some disease, benign cancer, or benign growth, or any cancer in your body, tumor, which can cause you suffering throughout your life. Second house, family conflict and financial stability. And again, in the matters of health, second house is your thyroid, your shoulders, your vertigo, and your part of your shoulders and your back. Third house, Shrapit dosha, strained relationship with siblings, lack of courage, lazy people. If you have third house is your courage. If you have third house Shrapit dosha, you are very lazy. You are pessimist. You don't know, you have skill, knowledge, education, learning, experience, but you are not taking any serious action to cash in the opportunities. You're lazy. Your mind is always controlling the subconscious in a negative manner. Fourth house, unhappiness in home life, property related disputes will happen. Problem with your mother can also happen. And fourth house denotes your stomach, your bowel, your intestine. Third house is your left arm or right arm. Men and women, they are different. So these are the problems in the physical body can also happen. Fifth house, Shrapit Dosha, difficulty in education, strained relationship with children. And fifth is your intuition and intuitivity. Within the Shrapit Dosha, if you see moon gets trapped, okay, so sometimes you see, if I'm just showing you the chart, if between the Shrapit dosha, right, in this example, there's no planet. If you see any other planet like Moon here within the same box, or Mercury here within the same box, or Mars here within the same box, then those planets get severely afflicted. The case of suicide happens when Moon is between Saturn and Rahu. The case of self doubt starts. Case of pessimist nature and doubtful character. You will not be trusting anyone so easily because your mind is always in a flux or in an uncertainty. Sixth house, health issues, legal disputes, and persistent competition. So you will always lose to the competition because sixth is house of your job, your skill, and your competitiveness. And if you have a Shrapit dosha in sixth house, you will always suffer from health tumors. Again, we can cover as many things. Sixth is house again controls your lower intestines, your hips, and your bones. You will see the problem will come there also. Seventh house, delays and difficulties, marriage and relationship. This is what I see most often. Seventh house, Shrapi dosha is worse in relationship. People either don't get married or once they get married, they always suffer in that marriage. The marriage is never satisfying. I've seen many women's chart, they have Shrapi dosha, they marry rich man, and they are just a decoration piece at their home. There is nothing, no conjugal relationship, no deep relationship. They marry old man. And in terms of men, I've seen they have Shrapi dosha, they cannot live with any woman. They have a problem in relationship. They have blockages in their own mind. They have challenges with their own identity, and they have a lot of trust issues with their partners. So this, even in man on woman case, it's worse. I've seen so many charts, so I'm talking from experience. But this is what seventh house Shrapi dosha does. Eighth house, sudden accidents, unexpected financial losses. You can get into bigger trouble in your life, accident, mishaps. You have seen, people instantly get paralyzed or injured or they lose their ability to walk, it's because of the eighth house Shrapit dosha. Eighth is house of death also. So I don't want to give you negativity, but you can understand what it can do to you. A sudden death or tragic death. Ninth is struggle in finding mentors, blocked opportunities abroad. So ninth is also of your higher education, you're going in a foreign land. Ninth is your fortune also. So blocked fortune, I would say that. So your fortune gets confined. It cannot lead you towards anywhere. You will always struggle. You will have experience, skill, knowledge, good education, but you are still losing to the competition. When you need your fortune the most, it will never give you that. So this is again a problem when the ninth house Shrapi dosha is there. 10th house is career stagnation, issues with authority. You will never have a good connection with your boss. You will become a very pessimist and a bad leader also. 10th is also of your karma. Your karma will always, be pessimist, not a risk taker, lazy, and you always have problem with your job. You're not satisfied with the job. People take you for granted. You will get into a major reputational crisis also. Okay, I've seen the chart. Like Vivek Ramaswamy chart has 10,000 Shrapi dosha. Even you see, that's the reason he lost election. I told that he will never be able to be a president unless he remove the Shrapi dosha. Same is with the peer, who was a president candidate for Canada, Pierre Collivan. He has a Shrapi dosha, and I predicted he can never win the elections unless he removes the Shrapit dosha because these are the reputational crises in your chart. And you can get tarnished into a negativity. Your opponent will tarnish your reputation. You can get into litigation, scams, scandals, and any big problem which can cause harm to your reputation. 11th house again, 11th is house of all the gains in life. So if the Shrapit dosha is in 11th house, how can you fulfill your desires? Manifestation of anything becomes zero. Limited social connections, people don't trust you, you don't trust people, so things goes so bad. Your collaborations, your partners all have a problem when you have 11th house Shrapit dosha. In the 7th house Shrapit dosha also, if you are a businessman, your business will be confined. You've seen many problems, struggling business, where 7th house Shrapit dosha causes a delay. Even when you open a company, always check with an astrologer that the Shrapit dosha is not there in the company's chart. Okay, that's the reason when Saturn gets retro or the Shrapit dosha is in the transit, people do not open new companies unless there's a aspect of Jupiter or some good planets helping them. Okay, there are some exceptions to the rule. That's where the professional astrology comes and teaches you what to do, what not to do. But never open a company when in transit. Shrapit Dosha is going on, Saturn Retro is going on, unless it is a favorable aspect for you. 12th house is confinement, financial drains, insomnia, difficulty attaining peace. 12th is house of your spirituality, your peace, your investments also, financial drains, your expenses also. So you will see people are mostly become a person who are just a dreamer, but not an action oriented. 12th is house of your dreamland also. So nothing happens in your life. Your financial investments gets into a negative realm. You lose, your investments through litigation. You lose money in your health problems. 12th is house of your feet and your knees also. Problem can come there, right? So these all houses rule your physical body parts also and the domain of your life also. Look at your chart where the Shrapit Dosha is. Consult a verified, genuine astrologer. When you meet an astrologer, never tell them what's going in your life. They should tell you what's going in your life. That's a way you test how good the astrologer is. When you meet me and even ask my clients, I always ask first 15 minutes is when I tell them where the issues is, what your chart says, and then we start the conversation further because I am the one being an astrologer should tell you where the problem is. You should not tell me where the problem is. That's a part of astrology. If you just call a call center astrologer, tell me, hey, where's my career, where's my finance, they know where the problem is and they will just do anything. They can come up with any story. Ask the astrologer, can you just look at my chart and tell me what I'm going through? If the astrologer is very astute, professional, authentic, instantly they will tell you where the problem is because pineal gland is open. The planets talks to the astrologer the moment the chart comes to you. Don't take astrology just a gimmick and a fun and entertainment science. Stick to one astrologer. Don't go to many astrologer. Hop on, hop off. The more you show your chart to others, the more karmic debt you get in. Either stick to one or don't go to any. Do your homework before you meet any astrologer. So that's my tips to you guys. Okay, because I know people have problem with astrologers also, and there are many astrologers who just pretend to be astrologers, but when you ask them the questions, they can't even speak a word. Again, with due respect, there are many astrologers which are very, very good, could be even better than me. I'm not saying I'm the god, but again, what I'm saying is that when you show your chart to someone, that astrologer is through karma becomes the universal guiding force and become your guru also. Either you trust them fully or you don't show your chart to them. Okay. Otherwise, you're interpreting a bad and negative karma also. And same goes for the astrologer. If they are giving you the wrong answers, wrong opinion, they also indent the wrong karmas. Now, what is the cause? How to fix this Shrapit dosha? Again, there are many exceptions to this, depending on your complete birth chart. But on an overall, this can only be so. Before I go to the remedies, Saturn retrograde adds more problem to this whole Shrapit dosha. The current transit of Saturn retrogrades in Pisces, conjunct with Rahu, significantly amplifies the intensity of Shrapit dosha for those already having it in their birth chart. So Saturn is retro from today. You can see that in today's chart. Here you can see Saturn is retro from today, and that is 13th of July. And then Saturn will meet Rahu on October 4th. You see that October 4th, I'm going to October 4th. Here it is Saturn and Rahu meeting in August 13 in the chart of Kaspal chart. But in the nakshatra, they are meeting in October 4. So I'm going to go here. It is. See that? It is coming October 13 onwards. October 4 is the precise date. You see the Shrapit dosha is happening here also and in the nakshatras also. I'm not covering the nakshatras in this lesson, but again, you can watch my videos and see when it happens in the Pisces nakshatra, Shrapit dosha, the religious sentiments, religious wars happens. Even the World War happened. The Hiroshima bombardment of nuclear weapons happened during the same Shrapit dosha in the Pisces. So for the world events, water-related diseases, floods, what we saw in Texas, nuclear war can happen, digital war can happen. A lot of anti-Semitism can happen in the world. Riots can happen. Challenges, religious philosophy, religious sentiments, all will be like on the turmoil. Watch my videos on the world events in the stock market also. You will learn it. Now, this is for the Saturn retro and the Shrapit dosha happening from October 3rd. If you have the Shrapit dosha in your chart, you are very, vulnerable. Again, I'm going to show you it here. So if you have the Shrapit dosha in your chart, And with the current transits and from October 4th onwards, you will see the problem can go even worse. You are vulnerable for problem, challenges, accidents, and many more negative things. So remedies, the best remedy is Rahu, Shani, Ketu, Shani, Shanti Puja using the Das Mahavidyas tantric rituals. Again, if you don't know what Das Mahavidyas are, you can watch my videos about it in the playlist. But otherwise, this is the only way you can fix your karmic prarabdha karmas, Das Mahavidyas. Your karmic problem afflictions can only be removed by this rituals. Otherwise, you may go for any ritual, any science, anything what you follow, but they will be temporary relief. The real relief is when you do a surgery through Dasmavidya tantric rituals. Devi Chinnasmata, Devi Kali, Devi Dhumavati, Devi Chinmasta. They are the three Devis who control the problem of Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. So they need to be propitiated with the right rituals to fix this dosha. And sometimes this dosha is not gone with one puja. Sometimes every year the puja has to be done to see the results and to make sure that it's been really gone, just like a chemotherapy. Like you have to go through the sessions to remove it, the any cancerous cell in your body. Same as with the Shrapit Dosha. It's a cancer on the karmas. So wearing a suitable gemstones can also help, but again, do not just wear a blue sapphire. Blue sapphire can only be worn in certain exceptional cases if you have a Shrapit Dosha, otherwise not. You will add the power of Saturn. If you wear even amethyst or the gem of Rahu, you will again get into problem because those gems, Rahu's gem or Saturn's gem, can amplify your Shrapit dosha. And sometimes these doshas are seen on the divisional charts also. Like if you don't see this in this chart, but if you go to the D10, the chart of your career, you'll see that. So D10 is the Shamsha chart, D10. Shrapit dosha can be seen here also. So the struggle in career, struggle in challenge in your life can be seen from here. It can happen in D9 also, the chart of your soul, the chart of your inner inhibitions. If Shrapit dosha is here, like Saturn Rahu sits in one of those houses in D9 chart, it can also cause the same amount of problem in your life as been seen in the natal chart or in the D1 Chalit chart. So that's the reason if you have Shrapit dosha, you must fix it. Otherwise, you will see that your life is always confined. You always have problem. So again, donations, charities, acts of charities, donating the food items, donating the cloth, donating certain things which represents Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn uh, can also help reduce the or mitigate this problem of Shrapit dosha. I hope you enjoyed this video. There are many more important transits coming in the next month. I will be giving you my precise prediction as what is going to happen for the world and for you also. In my previous video, I mentioned if Saturn retro is happening, what is you going to expect based on your Rashi. Okay, so Rashi means where your moon is. So again, this Shrapit dosha, which house it is, again, more depth is which house from the moon, from the Rashi. Okay, so that is again, professional astrologer sees Shrapit dosha not only on on the 12 house system, but they also see from the moon. Let's say if moon is in the Gemini, and then Shrapit dosha is happening here from Gemini, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's eighth house, Shrapit dosh. You see that? So in the ascendant, it's second house, but from the moon, it will be eighth house. So second is house of your thyroid, your shoulders, but eighth is house of your pancreas, your kidneys, your sexual organs, your in lower intestines, and also your prostate. So those can be affected. And then eighth is again house of your deep trouble, deep health problem, disabilities. So this is how the professional astrology has been done. When we see the transit, we see from the ascendant also, we see from the moon sign also. Again, you don't have to be an astrologer, just reach out to the right astrologer and he or she will be able to handle your situation and give you the right karmic resolution or the rituals to fix the prarabdha karma. I wish you all the best, my dear friends. Stay safe, stay happy. Watch the video, like the video, share the video. Sharing is good karmas. If you share it, it will be nice. And very soon we will be arranging a puja for the entire subscribers of ours so that the mitigation of Shrapit dosha, Saturn retro, karmic afflictions can be cleansed. We did a puja of Devi Baglamukhi last week. I'm going to put that videos also very soon for all the followers. But we are going to do one more puja. If you need a dedicated puja for Saturn retro, reach out to my assistant. I'll give you the WhatsApp number or you can email us. and we can add your name, your family name in those dedicated pujas. Savan month is started from this particular Monday, and then the next 4 weeks are very, very auspicious for any pujas. Donations, you must do it. So this is the only way you can survive. What you give to the universe through your mantra chanting, through your thought process, universe creates a cloud of that thing and give it back to you. Just like the water gets into evaporation form and then gets big, makes a big cloud, and that cloud also pour the water back to the earth. Same is what you do, the karmas, your thought, your mantra chanting, they all lead to the right energies going into the cosmos, into the universe. If you are abusing people, always being dejected, lazy, always negative, then all what you're doing is creating the negativity, cloud of negativity around you, which will hurt you, harm you more. Okay, this is the lesson of spirituality. For any other questions, you can comment it or email us. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. Or if you need this document, just be a platinum member. We will be happy to share this document. Stay happy, stay safe, and God bless you. Thank you for watching.